Hi everyone, my name is DTD, and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake, Part 10. In the last video, we had a lot of Monica and Yuri scenes, with them hanging out at Yuri's house and having a little bit of fun with alcohol. A few secrets came out, Monica freaked out, the club was canceled for that day, and now we are sneaking into Sayori's house to spend the night with her. I really hope not in a weird way, like in a, you know, a adult way. I hope not. That would be embarrassing for me because I'd have to edit that out. But anyway, if you guys are ready for that, let's just dive right on in. I shoot Sayori a text while I'm outside. I didn't want to knock as to not wake anybody up on accident. Hey, come on in. Just make sure to tiptoe. You got it, Captain. As Sayori shuts her bedroom door behind her, I get a bit nervous after getting a look at her pajamas. They're the same pajamas she wore the night I found her. Even though I spent the night at her house before, I actually haven't seen her in these since that night. I'm sure it's not that big of a deal. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Everything's okay, DTD. She's right here in front of you. Oh, she really is right in front of me. Ah! Ah! Jeez, what's that for? You weren't saying anything, so I decided to take a closer look. You seem a bit down. Or are you just sleepy? You've always been good at reading me, haven't you? It's a bit of both. What's wrong? It's been on my mind for a while. The fight we had. Oh, to be honest, I think about it too. I'm still not sure if I wanted to talk about it. It's okay. Me neither. But you're okay, right? Yeah. Sari walks over to her bed and sits down. She passed the area next to her, prompting me to sit there. I know you're still worried about me. A lot. But I want you to know that I'm okay. Really. And I know that's hard for you to believe. I realize that now. But I'm trying my best. For you. Thanks, Sayori. I don't know if you know how much that means to me. I want you to know that I'm trying my best for you too. I know that you just want me happy, to not worry about you. That's hard for me to do, but I think I can be happy for you at least. I know. I see that you're trying. It's really nice to see. Of course it gets hard sometimes. I've always wanted to ask you, doesn't it get hard trying to make everyone happy all the time? And be honest with me. Well, I kinda already did tell you. A very long time ago. In one of my poems. I try my hardest to remember Sayori's poems. There was her breakfast poem, her bottles poem, and then her clear skies poem. Was it your bottles poem? Wow, you remember! That's right. I sort of revealed my feelings about making everyone happy in that poem. So... it does get tiring, doesn't it? It does. I just want to make everyone around me as happy as they can be. Especially in the club. When Monica began acting different, I felt it was my responsibility to make sure everyone was happy in the club. And that was hard to do. But it gave me a sense of purpose. A purpose that was only previously filled by... Who? You. My eyes widen a bit. I didn't know. It's okay. You weren't ever supposed to know. Things just got a little out of hand. Kind of like how you never meant to tell me about your depression? Yeah, something along that. It's really hard to be honest with my own feelings, so expressing them isn't even something I think about. I don't even understand what I'm feeling half the time. So I just don't bother. Right, I think I understand. It still hurts. It really, really hurts. I wish I wasn't such a burden on people. I wish I could just be a... A mindless happiness machine or something. I don't know. Well, if it's any condolence, I'm glad you're not a mindless happiness machine. Because that would mean the love you give to others wouldn't be genuine. But it would also mean that all those nasty things in my head would go away. Well, I wouldn't be happy with a mindless happiness machine. Well, that wouldn't be too good. Your happiness means a lot to me. Right. But what about yours? I know I asked you about that yesterday, but really, it's hard for me to even think of my own happiness. I can't even remember what it was like. But I do know that it involved you a lot. It also involves Natsuki and Yuri, and especially Monica. I guess that's why I try so hard to make sure everyone's happy. But what am I to you? To them? Am I just a dose of happiness that people only come to when they're sad? Only to be left in the dirt once they get their fix? No, I don't think that's true at all. I know that your depression can make it seem that way, but I assure you that that's not true. Then, why are you here? I pause and take a deep breath, never letting my gaze break from Sayori's. Look, I've learned my lesson from last week. I don't want to talk about things that I don't understand. I want to downplay how you feel. I want to know that it's okay for you to tell me everything you're feeling. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'll be the shoulder you can cry on. That's that's why I'm here. You won't think of me any differently? Nope. Not even if I say the most depressing thing? Nope again. I never wanted you to know about my depression. I hated it so much, which turned into hating myself more than I already did. Even the idea of telling you never crossed my mind. I was just always happy to see you. And I made it my goal to make you happy, even at the cost of my own. Because in my mind, that was the right thing to do. And then at some point, I must have realized that was the last thing I'd do. Because I knew I wanted to die. I knew it was going to happen. I never saw myself living past 20 years old. I don't know why. I felt comforted by the idea that I just wasn't going to exist anymore. I felt that the world would be better without me here. But that was okay, because I made all my friends happy. I had done what I was placed on this earth for. So then I kept wondering why I was feeling so empty. I was feeling so drained that I didn't even bother getting up on some mornings. The voices in my head told me, "Stop being selfish, Sayori. He doesn't wait up for you anymore. There's no point in getting up." At some point I realized that the voices were right. Just stupid Sayori being selfish again. She stops talking. I don't feel as overwhelmed with this as I used to. I'm not sure why, though. Maybe a somewhat better understanding of how she's feeling has helped me cope with everything she's told me. It sucks to see her like this. Hell, it hits like a punch to the gut every time she says this stuff. I have to hold strong for her, or I'll end up with a repeat of last week. I do have an opinion. Huh? An opinion? Yeah, and opinions can be wrong sometimes, I think. Sayori smiles underneath her tears. Well, what I mean is, I think it's okay to be selfish. It's like, how can I say it? At the end of the day, we are all we've got, right? Right? So we have to take care of ourselves every once in a while. Doesn't really have to be all the time, but it's okay to think, you know what? I deserve a little bit of happiness too. And I'll preface that by saying this isn't something that you have to try to do. It's just something to think about. So, before I make myself look like even more of a moron, I just wanted to ask you, do you have any particular causes to these types of feelings? They can be small, big, completely insignificant, it doesn't matter. I just want to understand what causes these feelings to come up. Nothing. Sometimes it's just nothing. I'll wake up one morning and just be like that. I'll feel horrible. I don't really even know if anything triggers it anymore. Actually, seeing my friends sad. I guess that makes me feel like I failed at what I was supposed to do, which I guess can spiral into more ugly thoughts about myself. Kind of like how my. Huh? Do you mean what happened with her at Yuri's? Yeah, that. I feel like it's my fault for not being there for my friends. Now the sauce can really spiral out of control. I understand. I've already run out of things to say, and it seems like Sayori's done talking. We sat in silence for a while, looking down at the floor. The same floor where we used to play games with each other. A time where there wasn't really a worry in the world. Just two kids against the world. I hear Sayori sniffle and watch her wipe away her tears. Hey, I'm sorry. Eh? What for? For not being the best friend I should have been. No, DT, don't say that about yourself. It's been eating away at me. I think it's time we finally share a true heart-to-heart with each other. I hear you, loud and clear. But I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a lame sack of potatoes throughout our high school years. Because you want to know how I feel sometimes? I feel like I'm not worthy to call myself your best friend. Really? But why? I don't know. I guess I've just let my own personal problems get in the way of a real friendship. A friendship I've truly valued since we were kids. And let me make it clear, I don't intend to make you feel bad or anything of the sort when telling you this. I should have been there for you more. I wish I could have stepped it up and actually asked you how you were feeling one day, even if you didn't tell me the truth. I still would have liked to try, even just a bit, but I didn't. I want you to know that I'm truly and deeply sorry for ever making you feel like you couldn't talk to me. That's entirely on me. I care about you, Sayori. Not just because of what happened, but because I'm your best friend. I want to move forward and beyond what happened. You won't have to go through this alone. You won't get rid of me that easily. Sayori leans over and cries into my shirt. She clings onto me tightly, shivering and twitching with every sob. I hold her close, wrapping my arms gently around her. Her sobs echo in my ears, each one a testament to all the weight she's been carrying all alone. I gently stroke her back, trying to give her some silent reassurance that I'm not going anywhere soon. I move my hand up her hair, stroking it gently, threading my fingers through the strands. You're not alone, Sayori. I'm right here for you, no matter what. I'll stay right by your side, like I promised. She clings on even tighter. In this moment, I'm beginning to understand that being here for her means more than just being a shoulder to cry on. I need to support, understand, and love her. Time itself seems to come to a complete stand as we remain locked in an embrace. Her sobs slowly begin to subside and are replaced with a quiet rhythm of her breathing. Sayori? I lower my voice to a soft murmur. How are you feeling? Kinda sleepy. Can you stay here with me? My heart begins to pound against my chest. You got excited. I'm not sure what else you expected from me. Sayori gently breaks our embrace and lays down on one side of the bed. I follow suit and lay next to her. This feels different since the last time we slept together. Not in a weird way. There is a feeling of emotional intimacy between us. At least that's how it feels. Your bed is small. It's only designed for one person. But I don't mind. Me neither. The lights are still on. Ah, right. Watch this. Sayori pulls out a funny-looking mouse plushie and tosses it across the room. Ah, impressive. The weight of our earlier emotions seemed to dissipate. Sayori turns to look at me. Even though her eyes are still red from tears, a soft smile now plays on her lips. Your hugs are the best. Hey, hugs are kind of a two-man effort, aren't they? Besides, I've had a good teacher. She goes and scoots in a bit closer to me. You know, I've always wanted to create a new type of hug. Huh? What do you mean? Well, there's bear hugs, one-sided hugs, that weird, awkward pat hug. I think I should make up my own. Her eyes glint mischievously. Okay, so you're serious about this. What's your idea? Well, something that combines the comfort of a bear hug, but the gentleness of a cuddle hug. I'll call it the Cuddle Bear Hug. I couldn't help but laugh at her enthusiasm. Cuddle Bear Hug, huh? I'll be your first touch subject then. She only smiles as she wraps her arms around me and lays her head on my chest. This is probably the closest we've ever been to each other, at least in bed. But I'm not complaining. I feel Sayori's heart beating slowly against my body. You got excited. She only playfully smacks my arm and sniffles a chuckle. The room seems to fill with delicate intimacy, a shared understanding of all the unspoken emotions that are now dancing between us. As I lay here, the weight of our previous conversation still lingers in the air, but not in a bad way. It seems to bond the two of us even closer together. There's no need for over-the-top gestures or some exaggerated display of affection. This simplicity is what speaks volumes to me. And so, in this quiet space, it feels like it did once many years ago. Just two kids, two best friends, facing the world together. One step at a time. Black screen. Loading screen. Cupcake! Loading screen. Good morning, apartment. I slowly opened my eyes. I'm a bit confused at first, as the ceiling I'm staring up at is completely unfamiliar to me. Until I feel Sayori's warmth next to me. She's sound asleep, snoring softly. Her leg is gently wrapped around mine. Well, that's a nice feeling. Instinctively, I lay my head against hers and try to match her breathing. Without trying to wake her, I reach to my pocket and pull out my phone to check the time. It's pretty early, but it's also Saturday, so... Oh wait, what if Natsuki hold on. Oh crap, what if Natsuki walks in? What if Sayori's mom walks in? What if they both walk in? I mean, she's not opposed to me staying over, but we've never shared the bed before, so... But all that being said, I really don't want to move. It'd probably be Natsuki that finds you guys, so... About 20 more minutes go by until Sayori moves and groans softly. Oh, good morning. That was probably the best sleep I've had in a long time. Morning. And yeah, same here. You're really good at cuddling. I have a lot of plushies. Am I a plushie now? Nah, you're way better than a plushie. Sayori sits up in bed and stretches her arms out, smacking me in the face. Ah! Hey, wait, she's not wearing her bow. Oh my gosh, is this even Sayori anymore? Ah! I noticed that Sayori must have removed her bow sometime last night. Huh. Who the hell are you? Eh? What do you mean? You're not Sayori. What do you do with the real Sayori? Oh, my bow isn't on my head. I see now. She reaches over and picks up her world-famous bow and places it on her head. Yeah, like, even the game pointed that out. She looks so different without the bow. It's such a big part of her character. Ah, Sayori, there you are! You have no idea how scary it was to have a Sayori imposter in the room. Sayori playfully smacks my leg before jumping over me and out of bed. I'm gonna go shower. Just a word of advice, though? Make sure to head downstairs before Natsuki wakes up. She probably wouldn't be too thrilled to see you come out of nowhere like this. That is a wonderful idea. And with that, Sayori grabs her clothes and a towel from her closet and leaves the room. I quickly follow behind. The last thing I need is for Natsuki to chew me out for sleeping with Sayori. Not in a weird way. I quietly make my way downstairs. I see that Natsuki is still soundly asleep on the couch. I'm not too sure if I should make my way out and come back later, or stick around and wait for Sayori. DTD, good morning. You're here early. Did you and Sayori have plans today? Oh, good morning, ma'am. Yeah, I just wanted to take her out to go, shopping! Yeah. How sweet. Let me whip you guys up some breakfast. I made Sayori some tama whatever yesterday. Did she tell you? She did, actually. I couldn't help but think about those all the time I used to come over as a kid. They were delicious back then. Well, I hope I haven't lost my touch. Let me make you some. Aw, if only you came by earlier. He just missed my husband before he left to work. Oh, he was here? Dang, it would have been nice to catch up with him. I know. He definitely doesn't like leaving our little Sayori behind. He is a real sweetheart, as much as he tries to hide it. But would it kill him to trust me a little more? She pouts in the exact same way Sayori does. Huh, so that's where she gets it from. I'm kidding, of course. She makes a small little pouty face that is nearly a spinning image of Sayori's. But I'm getting off track. Let me get started on that breakfast. Thank you very much. It's not often I get to see Sayori's mom. She leaves for work pretty early in the mornings and only comes by in the late night hours to take care of Sayori. She seems to work very hard. Long shifts away from home, spending a few hours making prep meals for herself and Sayori. Not exactly envying that lifestyle, but I do admire her a lot. Especially after everything that's happened. Huh? What's the... Who? Oh, DTD? What are you doing here so early? Oh, hey, Natsuki. Sorry, I made some plans for today, so I decided to come over. But this is pretty normal, honestly. That's nice of you. She yawns loudly as she says that. Is Sayori's mom making us breakfast? Yeah, isn't she the greatest? Yeah, that is pretty sweet. Where's Sayori? She's showering right now, just waiting for her to finish up before we talk about our plans. I think I sounded convincing enough. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to rope Sayori into our little white lie. But better a white lie than to say, oh yes, I slept with your daughter last night. What do you guys have planned? Shoot. Just shopping, hanging out. Oh, shopping again. Yeah, I guess. What about you two? What did you guys do yesterday? Oh, just some girl stuff. We did bake some cupcakes, though. We left yours in the kitchen, so don't think we forgot about you. Perfect. It's been way too long since I had a cupcake. While talking with Natsuki, I hear some footsteps coming downstairs. Good morning, friends! Good morning. So, Sayori, where do you want to go shopping today? I wink excessively, but also not obviously enough to where Natsuki will catch. Geez, you have something in your eye? Oh yeah, we can go to the mall. I went the other day and I wouldn't mind going again. God bless Sayori's emotional intuition. Perfect. Let's eat before we head out. I knew I smelled something tasty. I hate doing Natsuki and Sayori's voice at the same time. It really ruins my voice. Sorry, Natsuki and I all walk outside and take a moment to enjoy the fresh morning air. Natsuki says her goodbyes and walks home, leaving Sayori and I to seize the day any way we see fit. So, I didn't actually plan for us to go shopping or anything, but would you still like to? Sure. You haven't seen just how big this mall is. It's amazing. Well, let's see if it lives up to your praises. Is it far? We do have to take the train, but it's not that bad. Ah, well, lead the way then. We'll be on our trek towards the train station. Even though these plans were spontaneous, I think this is actually pretty nice. I can't help but wonder, does this mean things are fixed between us now? Or does she still have some reservations about me? I don't know, but she's willing to hang out with me, so I think I should be okay. Oh, Maka's POV again. I'm dreaming again. But this time it's different. I can smell a home-cooked meal. I can hear the sounds of my family. Music is playing, but it's also distant, out of my reach. I catch glimpses of someone. My mother, whose own face I can't remember. All these wonderful memories. No, none of it for me. I slowly open my eyes. I haven't left my own couch since I got back from Yuri's. She let me stay at her place yesterday, but I figured I needed to head home soon. I didn't want to burden her with my problems. It's not like she could have helped me anyways. That being said, she was there for me the whole day yesterday. She made me tea, allowed me to read a bit, and even showed me how to play D&D for some reason. She was so nice to me. I'm still struggling to understand why. I think back to my past. A day that started out as normal as it could have. But I never would have guessed it would have been the last time I ever saw any of you guys in the same light. I reach into my bag and pull out a few painkillers. My abilities have allowed me to essentially create whatever assets I wish. Painkillers, money, anything a girl like me could ever imagine. Yet none of it even matters. None of this is even real. Hey! You're here early, Monica. That's true, you are. That's a wonderful thing to see. Right. Listen, girls, could I speak to Sayori for a bit? I want to confirm something with her regarding some private club details. Oh, well, if you insist. Sheesh, can we have a normal club meeting for once? Whatever. What's up, Monica? You feeling down again? Yeah, I'm getting those headaches again. They're getting really bad. I'm assuming you already took some medicine for it? Yeah. I I choke up on some of my words. I'm realizing that's something I've suspected for a long time. I've never built up the courage to even try it. How could I? Sayori's all I have. Sayori, do you care about me? Of course I do. Promise me something then, okay? Anything for you. Okay, try to remember the conversation we just had. I want to try something. And if it hurts, I need you to let me know. Hurts? What are you going to do? Just trust me. I need to do this. Without trying to hide anymore, I wave my hands in the hair, in the air. Okay. The moment I do this, it will either confirm something that I've already known, or it won't. And deep down, I still hope it won't. How? What's up, Monica? You feeling down again? Sayori? Hmm? Do you remember the conversation we had earlier? Do you mean about the private club details? Yeah. Why? My heart begins to beat against my chest. Sayori speaks, but I can no longer hear what she's saying. That's right. I slam the air with a splayed out hand. How silly of me to have ever assumed that you were truly with me this whole time. Of course you're not real. You never were. You're just a PNG on a screen. Nothing more and nothing less. Blam! Ha ha ha! I collapse onto my knees, staring up at a Sayori that no longer moves. I can do whatever I want. A giggle escapes my lips. I can make this world my own. But my best friend, my only friend in this world, is just part of a program that never cared about me. None of them did. Tears rolled down my cheeks. I smiled. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs, the loudest I've ever screamed in my entire life, screaming into an endless abyss where no one can hear me. Time is frozen around me. At first, I considered staying in here. I'm not sure how long, but suddenly I get an idea. I've looked into the code extensively, studied the kind of game this is supposed to be. It's a dating simulator, one where a player follows a story and chooses his favorite girl. I'm not one of them. Why am I not one of them? What did I do to deserve this? But there's someone else I haven't met. A boy. The vessel for a player. But the code doesn't continue until they insert a name. Then I realize I really am stuck here. Until that day comes. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Black screen. What's going on? DTD. That's who you are. Well, I better tidy up the place. It's been a while since we had a new member. Alright. That's a cool way of transitioning from the side stories to the main game. Nice. I let out a heavy sigh. So much has changed since then, and in so little time, too. I finally decided to get up from the couch and make myself a cup of coffee. I should probably applaud myself for adapting to normal everyday tasks this quickly, but I guess it's only natural for all girls like me to know how to make themselves coffee. Huh. As I prepare the coffee, I begin to think about something I haven't thought about before. I've always wondered why the game changed so drastically and so quickly. I've never actually tried finding out what that means. What does modern kernel access even mean? For my limited knowledge of coding, it generally means the highest level of access in any given system. In my own name, Monica. Monitor, kernel, access. Realization strikes me like a lightning bolt on a metal pole. I'm not even a real girl, am I? I'm no better than the others. And if I'm being reset, what even am I then? Who am I? I don't even deserve to be in the same world as everyone else. I don't belong in a real world, nor in this one. I think about Sayori. What would you do in this situation? If you learn that your entire existence is defined by this one aspect, only for it to slowly be taken away from you? What would you do, Sayori? I forgot that her name was the acronym for that. Huh. I haven't really been to this mall in a few years. A lot has changed. I know, right? It's pretty cool. Where do you want to go first? Uh, well, you're everyone's shopping for clothes, right? I wouldn't be opposed to buying a little more. Let's go shopping for some outfits then. I'll get something too. Yay! That didn't take much convincing. Do you think I would have been opposed to the idea? No, I just figured you'd choose another place first. Like the anime store or a video game store. I don't think I'd ever take a girl to one of those places. Hey, why are you assuming I wouldn't like those places just because I'm a girl? Well, you're not into those things, so why bother? Yeah, but I'd go with you because it's what you like. Oh. Oops. I guess that does make sense when you put it like that. You're so funny, DTD. Absolutely nothing I ever said was funny. Sayori leads me into the clothing store, filled with an assortment of clothing for men and women. I've never been one for fashion. I've been wearing the same t-shirt for years. Not that I'm wearing the same one every day, I just have multiple of the same t-shirt. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Here, come on, DTD. What is it? Oh. Sayori points to the swimsuit section of the store. There's an assortment of swimsuits and swim trunks, all on sale due to winter coming soon. You're thinking of getting a swimsuit? Sayori nods as her gaze becomes fixed upon a red and white bikini on sale for half off. I guess it wouldn't hurt to pick some swim trunks and maybe a shirt to wear. I check the size of a few swim trunks and find one that just fits. Yeah, this'll do. And it's a good shirt, too. It's a blue floral pattern shirt that's also just my size. Alright, I'm finished. Eh? You're already finished? Yeah, it doesn't take me too long to choose an outfit. I'm not picky. Neither am I, but... be patient with me, please. Okay. Of course, Sayori, I'll help you choose some outfits. After Sayori decides on a swimsuit, we then go over to the girls section of the store. Hey, how about this? It looks pretty cute. I point my finger towards an orange and white striped t-shirt and an overall dress. Oh, hey, that's a pretty cute one. You have a good eye. I was a fashionista in my past life. Sayori giggles as she catches my sarcasm. I like it. Let's go try it on. You mean you try it on. I know mine fits me. But I need a second opinion. Okay, I'll be I'll be the clothing judge for today. But I'm sure you'll look cute in it. Let's go find out then. I follow Sayori into the dressing room and wait a far enough distance from her stall so no one looks at me weird. No peeking, DTD. Hey, I wouldn't even... Sayori goes behind the curtain before I can say anything more. I notice a few glances from the workers, but I just smile and look down at my phone. Sayori does seem a lot more... peppy? Yeah, she seems a lot more peppy around me. A complete contrast to how things were a week ago. But now that I think about it, maybe we did need a bit of a break from each other. I realized I constantly talked about things I didn't even understand, which probably only made her feel worse. The paranoia is still there, but I think I'm really beginning to trust her now. Of course, the lingering guilt is there as well, but I think that's okay to just live in moments like these. Okay, I'm ready! Alright then, come on out. Ah, that's actually kind of cute. Sayori comes out wearing her brand new outfit. It really does look adorable, and it suits her perfectly. Well, that's definitely a keeper. You look great. You're not just saying that to be nice, are you? If the outfit looked bad, I would have told you. And it doesn't look bad on you at all. Awesome. I'll keep it then. I like it too. I have one more outfit to try on. Wait here. Wait, what about the other? What other? Oh, wait a second. Wait, are you sure you want to show me? I need a second opinion. Well, alright, if you're cool with it. Honestly, overall's look great on Sayori as a character. I feel like she just gives off an overalls look. I feel my face turn a bit red as I realize that Sayori only had one other outfit with her. Her bathing suit. Okay, DTD, chill out. It's just a bathing suit. Yeah, dude, it's literally just a bathing suit. Like, I don't understand why other guys are like, you see a girl in a bathing suit, they're like, oh my gosh! Man, zombie mode activated! Hyperfixate! I don't really get like that. Like, I find women attractive, I suppose, but like, not in a, like, obsessive or a weird way, if that makes sense. I did kind of when I was like a bit younger, as all teenage men did. But, as I'm getting older and already am almost at adulthood, I feel like, nowadays, I could care less what women wear. Like, they could wear really anything and I'll just be like, okay, cool, I guess. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. There's nothing to be nervous about. Yes! Oh, man zombie! Okay, never mind. There's plenty to be nervous about. I am Team Sayori in this little close since I've never. Oh man. Sorry, just had to do that. Sorry does a little twirl, showing me more of her body than I've ever thought I'd see. What do you think, DTD? Does this look good on me? Yeah, do it. You look amazing. I wonder if it's because I'm half naked. I cross my arms trying to hide the fact that it most definitely is. Well, I'm glad that you like it anyway. I'm a bit insecure about myself, but I still wanted to show you. Well, I'm glad that you have the courage to do so. Oh, great, TTD. Now you make it seem like you're only happy to see Sayori half naked. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do this in the first place. Trust me, I think you look great. The bikini suits you well. You did it again, DTD. Why did you compliment the bikini first? Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Maybe we can go to the beach together. We have everything we need now. That's a wonderful idea. Alright, that's enough looky-loo for you. I'm going to change back now. I don't say anything back as Sayori returns to the stall. I discreetly touch a hand to my cheek and feel a good amount of heat radiating from it. Great. I'm starting to think that Sayori did this on purpose. But who am I to complain? I mean, my guy instincts tell me this is a surefire sign that Sayori still has feelings for me. Not that I didn't know that, right? But it does make the idea of telling her how I feel a little less intimidating. Alright, I'm ready to go pay. Sure, let's go. Also, the bikini was kind of like, meh, in my honest opinion. Sayori and I spent a few more hours at the mall. I ended up taking her to both the anime and video game store, leading to plenty of moments where Sayori teases my taste in manga. But she still remains curious as to what I was actually passionate about, so yeah. We also stopped by a candy store and got a bit too carried away with the amount of candy we got. It's one of those establishments that lets you pick as much candy as you want, and they charge you by the kilo. It adds up quickly. But Sayori was happy, so I happily paid. As I walk with Sayori towards the exit, I start thinking about what it means to be on a date with someone. Is this a date? What constitutes a date versus a normal hangout with a friend? I guess it's my turn to drop some hints. Hey, Sayori. What's up? Sorry this is an awkward question, but what do you think it means to be on a date? Oh, that's an that's an interesting question. Do you consider us to be on a date right now? Um, dang it, she turned that right back on me. Well, do you consider us to be on a date right now? I've always thought dates come with a certain expectation on what they should be. I've never really been a fan of that. When you hear the word date, what do you think of? Well, I guess I've never been one to see dates as going out to the movies or having dinner at a fancy restaurant. But I do think there has to be a bit more to it than just a simple hang out with a friend, if that makes sense. Ah, so it should be easy to call this a date then. Um, I don't really know how to make this a date. Do you even want to? Follow my lead. Sorry wraps her arms around me and walks a lot closer to me. We can call this our first date. Sorry and DTD exclusive. I'm cool with that, I guess. But would you like to have lunch somewhere? We need somewhere fancy if you'd like. Did you just say you didn't think dates should only involve fancy places? I'm just trying to reciprocate you here. What if we walk through the city? I thought you guys were going to go to the beach. That's a great idea. Let's go! I don't know. Sarah and I walked for a bit until we reach a few storefronts. Oh hey, look at that. They have cigarettes. They have some cool stuff here. Yeah, look at this. Sarah grabs a small green clover crown and places it on her head. How do I look? Actually, it looks pretty cute. You should keep that. Kind of a basil look, almost. Before Sayori has a chance to object, I pull out some money and pay for the crown. Hey, you didn't have to do that. I could have paid. Hey, this is a date, ain't it? I'm okay with paying for things. But I can pay too. Tell me what you want. Tell you what, let's take turns paying for things. If you want something, I can pay. And if you want something, I can pay. I like your thinking. Genius Sayori. Sayori and I walk farther into the store. The small space is a trove of various electric items, each corner revealing a surprise. There's a soft melody playing from a speaker nearby, adding to an entire vibe of the place. Towards the back of the store, there's also a display of vintage-looking books, each looking to be about 50 years old or more. That's not vintage. That's old, but that's not vintage. I wonder if Yuri knows any of these. Sayori runs her fingers along the worn spines of the books, reading each title out loud with a twinkle in her eye. I forgot that Sayori is also super passionate about literature, probably knowing way more about it than she initially lets on. Sayori and I grow ever engrossed in the store's atmosphere. We find a few funny-looking things and try them on, posing in front of a nearby window. We get a few stern looks from the clerk, but I think he knows we're just two young kids having a good time with each other. On a shelf nearby, the books display lays an assortment of board games, both old and new. Hey, look at these! Oh man, that one was my favorite as a kid. We both direct our attention to a board game called Battleship. Oh, I love Battleship. Okay, we have to take this home. I'd love to play with the others too. Yeah, we can host our own game night in the club or at one of our houses. Sounds like a good time. I'll pay for this one. Oh wait, we both wanted it. Good point. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide. Loser has to pay. Alright. We take our positions and... rock. Paper. Scissors. I choose rock. She chooses scissors. You didn't say shoot. Ah, darn. You seem awfully thrilled to lose. I just wanted to pay for you this time. Makes me feel like I wear the big pants around here. We all know I'm the man of this relationship. Friendship. Oh! Wherever you say, DTD. Before making our way to the front to pay, Sayori grabs one of the vintage books from the display and brings it along. Probably a gift for Yuri. So the real question is, how much money did I lose in the store? As we leave the store, bags in hand, I realize there's so much of the left day left. So what next, Sayori? I'm a bit hungry. Sayori grumbles loudly. Okay, maybe a lot hungry. Yeah, I could eat too. There's a cafe nearby we could check out. I'm not an expert, but I think they might have food there. It's a cafe, idiot. You're so silly. Let's go. Sayori and I walk down the street, our stomachs now grumbling basically in unison. She pushes open the door, a small jingle announcing our arrival. We're instantly greeted by the aroma of freshly baked bread. Ah, yeah, I'm starving now. Sayori and I approach the counter and look at an array of options displayed behind the glass. Oh, look at these pantries. I think I might get that. What about you? Well, I don't think I'm in a mood for pastry. That sandwich over there looks a little too... Oh, gosh. Looks a little too irresistible. Yeah, you're right. A pastry could be a good dessert, though. I'm torn between that quiche and a ham and cheese croissant. Both sound pretty yummy. At this point, anything sounds yummy. Here's an idea. Let's get both. We could share and have a little bit of everything. Wonderful idea. I go ahead and place the order and head out to the outside patio to go find a seat. We find a cozy looking table by a window, away from direct sunlight and in front of a wall-placed fan. Not that it's hot or anything, but a fan is always nice. Ah, I'm really glad we decided to come here. They've got everything I like. I agree, though it's not too hard to disappoint you when it comes to food. Yeah, I guess that's true. Sayori's demeanor changes a bit. It's okay. It's hard to disappoint me too. Food is great. It really is. Do you remember the time I almost set my house on fire? Oh, how could I forget? We were trying to cook something, right? Emphasis on trying. I do miss you coming over to help me clean my room, though. Yeah, I used to do that, didn't I? What a simp. I think back to my memories of Sayori. I don't really remember being as friendly as I should have been. Heck, I think I was kind of a butt. It's no wonder Sayori always doubted my true intentions. And even now, I can definitely see why someone would think I'm just her friend because of what happened. And I'm still not sure how to prove I'm not. DTV, can I ask you something? Huh? Oh, sure. What is it? Do you think I depend on you too much? Depend on me? That's a bit of a loaded question. Huh. I don't think I understand what you mean. It's okay. I can try to explain. What I mean is, I don't want to feel like I'm relying on you too much for support, you know? Oh. Well, I guess that wouldn't be so great, would it? I don't want it to be a bad thing. I don't know. I guess there's a part of me that wonders if what I'd do if you suddenly had to move away or something. Oh, I get you now. You do? Yeah, I think I do. I mean, I'll always be your listening ear, you know? But yeah, it would be unrealistic to think that I'm going to be here 100% of the time. Right. There's always Monica. She's really supportive. Well, she wants to be, anyway. Hey now, I'm sure she'll try and support you whenever she can. I believe that. Yeah, you're probably right. She has been trying to reach out to me recently. So I should try and put more faith in her. From where I'm standing, you already kind of do. What's important is that you're both at least trying, and that's a very good thing. And as long as you know that you have people here to support you, I think you'll be okay. You can be really independent, even if you don't realize it. I've seen it firsthand. Really? Yeah, you always take charge in situations. Even unintentionally, I think. Like that moment with Natsuki and her crappy friend. Well, sometimes I think that's a bad thing. I disagree. I think it makes you great. I really appreciate those words. They really feel nice to hear. But I still can't help but question if I'm still holding you back from being truly happy. The voice in my head tells me I don't even deserve the care you want to give me. Well, I'm not sure how else to say it, but that voice is a liar. I'm here to prove that dumb voice wrong. I want you to know that you matter. I care about your well-being, and I'm absolutely positive the others do too. So today, I'm challenging that voice. We'll replace it with the truth together. The truth being that you're cherished and loved by all of your friends, and you're deserving of love and support just like everyone else. I reach out my hand. Sayori stands on my hand for a few seconds before she reaches out and interlocks hers. Sayori and I maintain eye contact for a little while until I notice Sayori blush and look away. I don't think she's gotten nervous around me before. Either that or is too stupid to notice. Before I can think about it anymore, a waiter comes by and brings us our food. The freshly made quiche and croissant are placed down at our table, along with 2 complimentary cups of water. Sayori and I give our thanks to the waiter and dig in eagerly, sharing from both plates. I can't decide which I like better. They're so good. I mean, it could be due to how starving we are, but it is pretty tasty. We continue enjoying our meals, occasionally stealing bites from each other's plate or swapping them around if we want more of the other. More and more people begin to show up as peak lunch hours roll around, but it doesn't seem to bother me, nor it doesn't seem to bother Sayori. Our focus is entirely on each other. And the meal, of course. Sayori grabs a napkin and wipes her mouth gently. Ah, I'm really grateful for moments like these, DTD. Just being here with you, enjoying good food, and great company. Oh gosh. Sayori jokingly raises her glass as if to prepare a toast. I follow suit. I feel the same way. I'm glad you agreed to come out with me today. We gently clink our glasses together, take a sip of water, and place them back down. I gently tap my belly and sit back in my chair. Man, I'm stuffed. What about you? Me too. I don't think my stomach would be opposed to one of those pastries I saw earlier. Well, we have Natsuki's cupcakes at your place, don't we? Who's we? I already ate mine. Oh, I see. I think about this for a moment. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, don't be a jerk. How about we share the cupcake at home? I don't mind. You really do that for me? I know how much you love Natsuki's cupcakes. Of course, I actually insist. Enjoying something together with you is always better than just enjoying it by myself. If that even makes sense. Heh, don't worry, it does. I'm still buying a pastry though. Before I have a chance to react, Sayori dashes back inside to order herself something. Sayori! Relax. Oh. After finishing up at the cafe and taking the train back home, Sayori still beams with energy. I wait outside while Sayori puts away her shopping bags. Huh, there's still so much left in the day. I don't really feel like spending the rest of the day alone either. Sayori comes back out, looking as energetic as ever. Hey, so, I guess this means our date is over for today, huh? Well, like I said before, it depends on what you would consider to be a date. Um, well, usually when dates end, they typically end it up with, you know. Oh boy, am I really saying this? What are you trying to say? Um, Zombie made a brain. Especially for people usually say, don't they? Oh, I suck at this stuff. Forget I said anything. What's that look like? Give me. Sorry. Brown bread. Oh, man. Ah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what? Don't look at me like that. Without saying anything, Sayori walks over and wraps her arms around me. Sayori, thank you for taking me out today. You made me feel really special. Even if I think I didn't deserve it, that doesn't mean I didn't appreciate it. Sayori breaks free of the embrace and looks at me, her face completely red now. You're welcome. It's the least I could do. Sayori purses her lips a little and leans in to kiss my cheek. Sorry, I hope I wasn't out of line doing that. I just did what my heart told me to. I place my hand on my cheek and smile. It's okay, Sayori. But let me return the favor. I say this confidently, but the reality is I have no idea what I'm doing. I saw this in a movie once. I grab Sayori's hand and kiss the back of it gently. What a gentleman. Right, I'm gonna go back home now. I'll see you. Oh, I nearly tripped on my own 2 feet. I'm all good. Yeah, dude. How are you pulling any women? Trying my hardest not to embarrass myself any further, I rush inside and shut the door behind me. Why did I do that? That's so embarrassing! I throw myself on the couch and scream into a pillow. My gosh, dude, chill out. Although, as embarrassing as it is, I think she liked it. That was probably the most physical affection she's shown me. And the same goes for me too. But that's what you do at the end of a date, right? Maybe I should search that up online. I don't... You know what, never mind. Cupcake! I don't really know. I don't have all the answers, so, like, I can't give the exact... But stuff! I shut my alarm off and rub my eyes. Ugh, Mondays. I unplug my phone from the charger and open up Sayori's messages. Good morning. Morning! Glad to see you're awake early again. Lol, yeah, I'm excited to share my poem today. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me, lol. Nice. Whoa, so scary. Random cat picture. I check my school bag to make sure my poem is still in there. Yep, check. I head downstairs to make myself some toast and head out the door. Hey, ready to head out? Yep, let's go. I keep thinking about the moment Sayori and I shared yesterday. It wasn't the last time I saw her that either. After a few hours, she invited me back over to share that cupcake mask he made for me. Nothing really noteworthy happened, except there was a strange feeling of tension filling the air. Romantic tension? Not bad tension or anything, I guess it was more of that awkward kind. But in typical Sayori fashion, she acted like nothing happened. Except for seemingly being more energetic this time. I drop Sayori off at her class and proceed to head to my own. I sure am tired though, but I guess that's how everyone feels on Monday. As they turn around a corner though... Oh hey DTD! Fancy Oh hey DTD! Fancy seeing you here. Oh hey, I don't usually see you around this part of school. You going to class? Yeah, I just have a few errands to run. Gotcha. Well, I'll see you around then. Actually, it looks like we're both going in the same direction. I can walk you to class. Oh. Yeah, sure. I could have sworn Maka was actually going in the opposite direction from me. But I'm not 100% sure on that. In any case, Monica and I begin our walk down the corridor. So, I have to ask, how are things between you and Sayori? Oh, they're slowly improving, I think. We went shopping on Saturday, and it was pretty fun. That's great. I'm glad to hear you two went on your first date. I mean, it wasn't really a... Okay, I guess it kind of was. I knew it. Wait, how do you know about that? She texted me yesterday about it. She did? Of course. We've been trying to rekindle our friendship as well. And I'd say her telling me this was a pretty good sign. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm still stuck on the whole date thing. Huh? Why is that? Well, I feel like a date should have been more. Even though I've always believed dates shouldn't be anything too fancy, it's hard to practice what I preach when I'm actually on a date, you know? Oh, I understand what you mean now. Sayori's not a traditional girl, and you sure don't need me to tell you that fancy dates really aren't her cup of tea. Well, what Sayori would really enjoy is just spending time with the one she cares about. And the setting really shouldn't matter. It'd be easy to get lost in the idea that you want to provide the best and only the best kind of treatment for the one you like. But for Sayori, simply keeping her company is enough to make sure she's satisfied. I understand that her depression can make things difficult, though. She might even be feeling like she isn't deserving of even a simple outing with someone she cares about. Yeah. But still, that's good advice. I was thinking of inviting her out to the beach one of these days. On a school day, too. That way there isn't a massive crowd of people to deal with. That's a great idea. I'm sure she'd like that. On the topic of Sayori, though, you ever notice how strict she is when it comes to poems? Seems like she takes them more seriously than you do. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think it has something to do with poem writing being her idea. Wait, really? So it's Sayori that ended up leading me to do something so embarrassing back then. Yep. Back when we first started out, she helped me learn how to express myself through poem writing. That was fun. Mako looks off to the side for some reason, as if that memory was something she didn't really want to remember. But yeah, she's very strict when it comes to poems because she always believed poems are a great way to get to know someone. Kind of the whole reason why I made everyone write them when you joined. Huh. I never knew it was that personal to her. The more you know. Maybe you could use that to get on her good side. You know, like you did with Natsuki. What? Hey, jeez. It wasn't that obvious, was it? Sorry, I'm only teasing. I'm happy for you two, genuinely. Good luck on your date. I'm rooting for you both. And just in case you two ever share a sundae together, get cherry ice cream with cherries on top. Get cherry ice cream with cherry. That's a lot of cherry. She really prefers the double combo because it speaks to her or something like that. Her words, not mine. That does sound like something she'd say, especially when food is involved. In any case, make sure the cherries have the stalks and are soft and chewy. She loves that stuff. Sweet. Guess I can bring that up with her soon. Thanks, Monica. And by the way, oh shoot, I skipped it. And by the way, I've noticed that you're a lot happier lately. I'm glad to see that. Oh, you think so? Yeah, you seem a bit like your old self again. At least from the time I got to know you when you first joined. Thanks. I should be getting these errands done now. I'll see you at the club. Of course, see you around, and thanks again. Maka continues down the hallway while I stop and enter my first class of the day. Maka seemed a bit flustered at my statement, almost as if she didn't expect me to point that out. But she does seem happier, and that's always a good thing. Sayori and I walk into the club. But to our surprise, we're the first ones here. Huh. Well, that's new. Yeah, it's already club time. Where is everyone? I checked the time on my watch. Oh, we're 5 minutes earlier than usual. Eh? Really? But we came at the same time we've always had. Well, I guess we're in a hurry today. You're excited to share your poem, aren't you? Well, I was, but I'm getting a little shy now that I'm here. Oh, Sayori? Shy? Never thought I'd see the day. Well, it's a bit more introspective this time, so I'm a bit afraid to show my true feelings. Oh, well, I understand. As I look at Sayori, I begin to notice a few things I haven't really noticed before. I mean, it makes sense considering your situation, but... Hey, Sayori, you have a little stain right... there. I get closer to her and try to wipe away what seems to be a toothpaste stain on her shirt collar. Your bow's crooked too. Don't mess with my bow! Okay, well... I see it's kind of holding everything together, sort of. I try to fix a few of Sayori's standing hairs to no avail. Sorry, I was choking on my own breath. Hey, Sayori, didn't you used to have long hair? Yeah, I did, but that was a long time ago now. I cut it because it was really hard to take care of. Oh. Where's all this coming from anyway? Where's what coming from? What are you doing right now? I stopped when I realized I'm basically playing with Sayori's hair. Oh, I couldn't help but look like you were in a rush in, even though you woke up early. Oh, you're so good at noticing these things, aren't you? Sorry, I know I really shouldn't be crying. I understand it can be difficult sometimes. Here, let's start small. I reach down and begin to button up Sayori's blazer, which has stayed open for nearly as long as I remembered. What? I just think this is funny. What's funny about it? Well, it's funny to have a friend who does these things for me. Hey, I'm just trying to fix your blazer. Don't make it sound embarrassing. It's okay. I think I like being this close with you. Jeez. This one is giving me trouble. Hey, be careful. That button can fly off. And hey, DTD? Oh, what? My eyes are up here. What are you? I realize I'm attempting to close the button closest to her chest. Man, stop me. Don't make me. It did when I first bought it. You mean 4 years ago? You probably wouldn't have noticed if you actually tried buttoning it up for once. This can only mean one thing, DTD. Oh, what's that? It means my boobs got bigger again. I nearly placed my hand over Sayori's mouth, only to realize it's just us two here. Well... Jeez. What's up with you bringing up your boobs like that? Sayori gives me a cheeky smile as I realize my hands are the closest to her chest as they have ever been. I easily finish buttoning up her blazer and sigh. Whatever. You look way more sharp now, don't you agree? I'm not gonna lie, her sprite looks kind of weird with her blazer buttoned. I notice Sayori looks very strange. Probably because it's something I'm not used to, but yeah, seeing her with a button blazer is a bit weird. It's very stiff. I don't think this is worth it. She hastily unbuttons her blazer. That's much better. Well, there goes all my hard work. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tease you like that for nothing. It's okay. I knew you were joking anyway. Well, you still had fun, didn't you? I'm not sure what part of that I could consider fun. Yeah, right. Well, it was fun for me. Stuff like that is something only couples do. If I had a boyfriend, imagine how upset he'd be if he saw you and me doing that. That's a weird way of looking at it. I didn't think it was weird. Man, I never know with you, do I? I just think it's nice when you take care of me like that. Well, I guess I really don't have a problem with doing that. Heyo! You guys are here early. Indeed. Were you guys excited to share poems today? You can say that. Hey everyone, I'm here on time for once. And just like that, the literature club meeting with each other. Hold on. And just like that, the literature club meets up with each other once more. So, are we going to take turns sharing poems with each other, or do you have anything else in mind? Not really. Let's present them out loud. Out loud? I wasn't on board with presenting them that way. May I request some preparation time? Hey, don't act like you did present your poem perfectly fine last time. You were all like, oh, tally-ho, how could you happen to hand me my tea, darling? I most certainly do not talk like that. Certainly not with that terrible British accent. And, well, Monica wasn't here last time, so I just wanted to be... Hey, it's okay, Yuri. That's why I suggested it. I want for us to experience a sort of mini festival. That's a wonderful idea, Sayori. We can all take turns reading our poems out loud. There'll be our own poem jam. And you have all the prep time you would need, Yuri. Exactly. I guess that sounds alright. It could be a nice change of pace to present them like this. That's a spirit, Yuri. Now, who's going to go first? Not me. Dang it. I guess I could go first. Woohoo! That's a spirit, DTD. You got this. I guess I could try. Just don't make fun of me if it sounds bad. I reach into my bag and pull out my poem. I give it a quick read over before closing my eyes and taking a deep breath. Hello. You'll be fine. Sayori's taught you a lot over these past few weeks. You got this. I walk over to the elevated platform in the front of the room and clear my throat. My dumb poem I venture in the dark, alone I fly, embrace the broken beauty where hope lies. Blissful daydreams dazzle with joyous cries, charm the clumsy heart with colors awry. Happiness blooms like an extraordinary bed, whispers of awe and cheer my spirit fed. Flying on wings of firework flies, fearless delight, friends and family fireworks ignite. In the comfort of embrace, forgiveness flowers, hopelessness hurt, finds solace in the darkest hours. Grief and defeat, an amazing dance, death's cries swallowed, hope's heart enchants. Fear of empty of fear, an extraordinary grace, childhood memories, awesome embrace. Calm the heart, find comfort in tears shed, where in the broken joy rises instead. Alright, I just want to point out that this poem literally contains a bunch of Sayori's like poem words in in the main game. The way that you write poems, you select words that correspond with the different members of the literature club. Like for example, extraordinary, childhood memories, tears, fireworks, forgiveness, embrace. All these are Sayori words. So a little fun fact in case you guys didn't know that. I sigh as the last words escape my lips. I'm a bit surprised to hear nice applause, though, especially from Sayori, who's clapping the most. Thanks. I'm sure there was still a whole lot of nonsense, but I tried this time. It really shows. I like it a lot. I agree. It's nice to hear a poem from you that was actually written by you. I've noticed that your writing style is very freestyle, verse, and loose. It's hard to decipher a meaning behind it, but I still enjoyed your poem. You've really improved since the day we met. Hard for me to say anything that these girls haven't already said, but it's only because your improvement is quite staggering. I remember how one-sided your writing used to be, but you definitely seem to be getting the hang of it. Wow. Not really sure what to say, guys, other than thank you. I'll definitely keep trying to improve, though. Sayori's a wonderful teacher. Ah, and you're my favorite pupil. Sayori walks over and tries to pat my head. Alright, I'm good. I feel my face turn a bit red as I try to avoid Sayori's strangely pleasurable escapades. Anyway, who's next? I can go next. Hearing your performance makes me a little bit less shy. Glad to hear that. Yuri and I switch places on the platform. She takes a deep breath, moving her poem in front of her, and begin to read. I guess I'll do this one in Yuri's voice. Dusty novels. She was a closed book, hidden at the back of a forgotten shelf, gathering dust, neglected, untouched, unread, her pages longing for somebody's care. Then a soul appeared, kind and gentle, with curiosity in their eyes. They reached out, plucking her from obscurity, determined to explore the obscured words within. But the writing was smudged, her story disoriented, difficult to decipher. Underrated, the soul persisted, reading every day, seeking understanding. Some pages were torn, worn away by time, others missing, gaps in her narrative. Yet the soul remains undaunted, immersed in an incomplete tale she had to offer. The kind soul read on, unfazed by imperfections and flaws. They embrace the fragmented pieces, finding solace in the hidden truths they reveal. And so the closed book opened up, its once forgotten words breathed to life. To the patient reading, a connection formed, a sanctuary of acceptance, or a refuge for her soul. Thanks to the kind soul's unwavering dedication, the closed book found its place in the world, transformed by their understanding and compassion, embraced for its eternity, its untold story unveiled. Yuri sighs and smiles, looking satisfied and even more relaxed. Whoa, I love that! Great story, Yuri! Thank you. No need to be shy about it, Yuri. Take the compliment. I like that poem too. You should be proud of yourself more. I don't want to come across as pretentious. Nonsense, there's no such thing as being too pretentious. There is, but... Okay, maybe there is. But the point is there's no way you can be pretentious. Being modest about your works means you acknowledge your limits. Not everyone is perfect, after all. That's right. It's important to have a balance between self-examination and self-belief. It's what allows you to bring out your best work. I love your poem too, Yuri. I love how it can mean so many different things and refer to so many different kinds of people. Well, now I know how Monica feels. Can really say that hasn't already been said. I quickly get a flashback to the day I found Yuri in the bathroom. You're doing great, Yuri. That's all I can really say. Yuri gently rubs her left arm. Oh, I'm glad that everyone liked it. I really dove in deep for this one. And thank you for all the kind words of encouragement. It's nice to hear that. May I go next? I'm a bit excited to go up now.
I was going to go. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, you can go ahead if you...
Nah, I want to make a friendly competition. Let's go.
Natsuki places a fist over her hand and is ready to go. I guess Natsuki wants to feel like she earns this? Well, alright then. Rock?
Paper, scissors.
Natsuki chooses scissors. Monica chooses paper.
Darn. Yeah, me next.
Natsuki happily walks up to the platform and clears her throat. Oh dear, I have to read this in Natsuki's voice. Okay.
Inky ink. Through ink-stained pages, I found fear, feelings of dread, doubt, and anger, all because of this inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages, I found an escape. Dreams unfold, characters thrive, words of magic and wonder come alive. All thanks to inky ink in my hands. Someone knocks at my door. I brace myself for whatever that could come next. But a voice calls out from the other side, so gentle and kind. I hide away my nightmares, I clean my secrets, and I get ready to open my door. Through ink-stained pages, I found solace, acceptance, warmth. My heart feels free, no longer lost. A breath of fresh air thanks to the inky ink in my hands. Through ink-stained pages, I found courage, feelings of hope, confidence, and happiness. My heart soars to the great blue sky thanks to the inky ink in my hands.
Okay, at least it was shorter than yours.
Whew, my heart pounded the whole time. What do you guys think? It was great. Definitely one of your strongest poems yet.
I agree. I'm glad you've been using the methods I showed you. Not to discredit your own work or anything. You did good on your own. I was just excited to...
Hey, it's okay. I appreciate the help. I could have done it without you. Now, if you actually said that, I probably wouldn't have liked that. But I know you, Matt.
I see. Glad to see you two have worked out your differences. It's clear that the both of you do write differently, but that's okay. And being able to learn off each other is even better. I like your poem too, Natsuki. Compared to your first poems, like Eagles Can Fly poem, you seem to have a much more loose and expressive style nowadays. I can definitely see that you're taking this very seriously and determined to keep on improving, which I think is great.
Thanks, Monica. I didn't expect you to bring up one of my first poems, but I guess it does prove how much I've improved, huh?
Exactly. It can be difficult to go back to your older work sometimes.
And feel a little bit embarrassing to see how bad we used to write, or draw, or whatever skill practice.
But it also serves as proof that you've actually improved. That is very true. I agree. I saw most of your poems back when I first joined, and yeah, the improvements are definitely showing. And they aren't as, like Monica said, one-sided this time.
I think I can agree on that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll try even harder for next time.
Well, Sayori, would you like to go next?
You can go first, Monica. I'm a little shy.
Oh. Well, okay then, I understand. I don't mind going then. Monica takes the stage and holds her poem gently. Before she speaks, she twitches a little while taking a deep breath. Oh gosh, words. Okay. Nightingales. My jet black quill chirps on a blanket of snow, raising its beak, parched, finding the electrochemical drop on my desk. Here I sit, singing the sweet serenade of the mind's soft chords, strumming and twanging, an echoing cacophony of reality and unreality, a halo of electrons dancing around my brain, more than moods of logic and bits, all my perceptions through time, reality intertwined. Now can be separated from the mind, a sensation removed by a delete key. Would these nestling birds, tin nightingales, live so cheerily if they knew? Our worlds make
evidence but a flashy, unmistakable mute. Well, what the heck is this? The irrelevant relativity of a fake smile lands on my flushed cheek. Neath the draft lies a Maliseum, marred by bits and pieces of torn pages, lost drafts, lost dreams, saved and loaded, yet undeserving of such reciprocacy. Here I lie. Things long forgotten are once more covered, betwixt snow angels above and revenants below. The beauty and guilt of sleeping upon untrembled snow. Freak! Ah, Monica. I didn't understand your poem at all. Monica shivers as she finishes up her poem. Bravo! Bravo! Sayori tries to whistle with her fingers, but fails spectacularly. Stop it, Sayori! You're spitting everywhere! Oops, sorry! I love your poem, Monica. It's already one of my favorites. I can almost understand the deeper meaning behind it. Thanks, Yuri. I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah, that was pretty good. I always love the imagery in your poems. Makes me wonder what it's truly about, too. Thanks for sharing another part of your story with us, Monica. It's nice to hear about it through a poem. Sayori says this with such sincerity, it's almost like Sayori knows exactly what the poem meant. And she surprised me before, so there's a possibility that she does. Yeah, it was a really nice poem. I think a free verse style poem is something I should start striving for. Seeing that it would suit me. Thanks for the kind words, everyone. It was a bit tough writing this poem, but I managed to pull through thanks to Yuri. And I think it all worked out. May I ask what you meant by tin nightingales? Huh. I'm not sure how to explain it, to be completely honest. I guess I can describe it as a feeling of drifting in between reality and non-existence. Which probably sounds super dark, but that's what I'm referring to. Anyway, isn't it your turn now, Sayori? Oh, right. I'm a little bit nervous about this one. It's okay, Sayori. Once you start reading out loud, you'll get into it. That's how it went for me. Yeah, just pretend it's between you and your words. No one else. You got this, Sayori. Just focus on your poem. Let yourself get immersed in it. After just a few seconds, it'll feel like there's nobody here. Right. Sayori trades places with... Sayori trades places with... Oh my gosh. Sayori trades places with Monica and steps up to the platform. I observe as she closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and begins to recite her poem. Okay, let's do this. 5. In morning's light, my facade unfolds, masking hidden tears that don't need to be masked anymore. Doubt clouds my mind like a fog that never leaves. It masks morning light, revealing everything to the world. Staring, staring, staring. They all keep staring at me, at my burdens, at my soul. Shadows now cast over bonds, my frail secrets and unrevealed to trusted hearts. So why does it hurt so bad? Warmth embraces branded with concern, whispers of worry echoing in the room. Each glance a reminder of the darkness of my head. Your knowledge, heavy on my soul. Invincible weight it can no longer carry on my own. It hurts real bad. I long to be seen beyond my darkness, my fog, within morning's light. My anxieties and fears roll in, thundering, booming, pouring down on me like they always have. So I still wear my facade, hide the depths of my heart. Their caring eyes never cease, coping with comfort and fear. But I want to be free. The fog persists. The storms of anxiety and fear persist. The staring persists, but my friend's love shines through. Like a rainbow in a dark, stormy sky, guiding me through, walking me together, hand in hand through the dark and the light. My facade still remains with morning's light, but I find strength in their presence, acting as a beacon from within my fog. Nice. Aw, she's crying. The club room is now dead silent. Monica and I share our concerned glances. Sayori's tone of voice really began to crumble while she was reading. Sayori's breathing is very fast, yet heavy. Hey, Sayori quickly dashes out of the room. Oh no. I should go check on her. I stop Monica by lightly grabbing her arm. That's probably not the best idea. She needs her space. It's best we let her have this.
Alright. She'll be okay. I trust her. I just think she really has trouble expressing her deepest feelings to us. I felt some of Sayori's pain. Through her writing, through her words. You're right, TTD. I'm only going off with what I've learned. But yeah, it's something she really struggles with. I do feel bad, though. She was excited to share her poems today. Are you sure she'll be fine on her own?
I'm wondering the same thing. Shouldn't one of us go out to check up on her?
I'm just going with my gut here. She's really not comfortable letting us see the side of her, if it was just a poem. It's way more than she's used to showing. Yeah, he's right. When Sayori and I first met, Maka pauses for a moment. She told me about her depression, and it wasn't by choice. Wait, really? So I wasn't the first to know? I guess I forgot the position I was in. I was the friend that decided to stop hanging out with her. Maka was the friend she got to know and got closest to. I shouldn't be surprised, honestly. So what do you mean by it wasn't by choice? I read a poem I wasn't supposed to read on accident.
Hold on, slow down. How do you get depression from a poem?
Well, it was pretty obvious that something was going on. I can read poems pretty well too, you know?
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Maka sighs and looks off to the side. Sayori and I were best friends. Inseparable. She allowed me to make this club what it is. She pushed me through all the hard times. All I did was keep worrying about myself. My own problems. Never once stopping and thinking about Sayori's. She always held her head high. Even on days she wouldn't, she told me not to worry. And then I had so much going on. To the point where I thought I was the only one that mattered. No one else. I cut club meetings short, canceled them left and right, pushing everyone away, except Sayori. We did have a lot of good times together, even though there weren't many of them. She always had the club at the top of her priority list. And I guess I came in close second. I wish I could have done things differently. Do you think maybe you can talk to her? I know what I said, but maybe she'd feel more comfortable if you went out there. No, I can't do that. Not after the kind of friend I've been to her.
Oh, come on. What could you have possibly done that made Sayori not want to talk to you?
I'd like to keep that between me and Sayori, if that's alright. Just know that I'm fairly sure she wouldn't want to see me right now. If I may, I don't see any harm in just asking if she's alright. You don't have to stay, but I'm sure she'd still appreciate it if you ask. Monica stays silent.
I think it's a great idea.
Well, if Monica won't go, I guess I'll go. I can't really see how that could be bad, either. Deep down, I do feel like all she needed was just a bit of time to herself. But then again, Yuri has a point. Communication is key, after all. I take a deep breath and head out of the classroom. As I walk outside, I see Sayori a lot closer than I thought she would be. She's sitting on a bench right next to the door, staring off into the distance. Hey, Sayori. I'm guessing you heard all of that? You okay? Sorry if whatever I said earlier was dumb. I just figured you might want some space.
You were right, actually. Thank you for that. Monica didn't want to come talk to me?
Yeah, I don't think she feels comfortable.
Yeah, I kind of guessed.
You weren't wrong, though. What do you mean?
I mean, I wanted to be left alone for a little bit. So thank you for not letting her see me like this.
Right, I guess I should head back too. As I take a step forward, Sayori grabs onto my blazer. Huh?
Did you like it?
Like what?
My poem, silly.
Oh, I thought it was lovely.
It was really tough to do that. It was hard enough to show my true feelings to you. I didn't think it would have been so overwhelming. I was able to talk about some of it last week at our group therapy, so what happened this time?
Well, maybe because our poems were about the deepest part of ourselves. Parts that we might not be comfortable with showing.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Could you tell Monica to come outside?
Oh yeah, of course. Are you sure? She only nods in response. Alright, give me 1 second. Hey, Monica? Sorry I asked for you. She did? Sounds like you two need a lot of catching up to do. So, okay. I slide the door closed and try to calm my nerves down. Sayori's sitting on a bench not too far away from us. Did you just hear everything we said earlier? Hey, Sayori. Monica, you actually came out. Why wouldn't I have? Well, I heard you earlier. You said you didn't think I'd want to see you. Well, that's because D2D stopped me from going out. I was going to. It wasn't wrong to do that. I'm sorry, I'm being so confusing and annoying right now. It's hard. I know it's hard to show this part of yourself to us. I still remember when the literature club was starting out. You never wanted me to find out. It was purely accidental. I made a mistake. I'm not sure of what you really wanted or needed because I never took the time to ask you. I never took the time to try and understand you. I was too focused on my own goals. And I realized that I messed up. Monica, I'm a horrible friend, and that's not even considering everything I said to you. That's why I had my doubts. That's why I assumed you didn't want to see me. Because it feels like you should hate me. Hate you? I can never hate you. Sorry, I shouldn't have let my own insecurities take priority here. What I do want to say is, we can work together on this. Huh? What do you mean? Remember our group talk last week? I saw how challenging that was for you. But I understand the feeling of not wanting to open yourself up to others like that, even around people you trust. Even I struggle with that. So I understand how you're feeling. I begin to feel a little bit like a hypocrite. I realize I haven't really been open with Sayori or anyone for that matter. I can't let you see me like this. My true self? I understand that. Believe me, I do. But you can't just keep maintaining this facade anymore. I can tell how exhausting it is for you. Last weekend, when you vented your feelings to me, I was secretly proud of you. And honestly, a bit jealous. Because of the amount of strength that must have took. Gosh, you're incredibly brave to do that. I'm not downplaying your feelings, nor am I saying that you should feel afraid for letting your true colors show. It's not supposed to be easy. You're doing a great job. And I even say you're my role model. Eh? Your role model? But how? That's easy. Your perseverance is staggering. You're always putting others' well being first, always making sure they're happy, because it makes you happy. Am I right? But if I show my deepest feelings to my friends, that happiness goes away. Of course it does, Sayori. I choke up my words mid sentence. We're human, after all. We care about deeply. We get sad for each other because we care about each other. But that's the whole problem. I can't have everyone worry so much about me if it just makes everyone sad. You told me that yourself. Messing up the festival, ruining everyone's happiness with my dumb, selfish problems. I know I said that. I know it was wrong to say too. You didn't need to hear that at the time. Nor ever. But that's not your fault. It is my fault. Me being a horrible friend has nothing to do with you, Sayori. I can promise you that. What I can assure you is, yeah, we may be sad. We may get worried. But that's only because we care so much about you. It only makes us want what's best for you. I don't know if I'm ready to accept that. And that's okay. You don't have to. Accept it when you're ready. We aren't going anywhere. We're your friends. But do you think you could do something for me? What? I want you to take some of that happiness that you normally give to others and give some to yourself. Just a little. It doesn't have to be too much. Do you think you can do that? Yeah, I think so. It's wonderful to hear, Sayori. Hey, what was it that you said when I went over to your place a while ago? Something about hug energy? That's silly, Monica. How can it be silly if it's true? Maybe you're right.
Would you like some right now? That would be nice, yeah. Sayori slowly walks up to me and wraps her arms around me tightly. And just like before, I can feel her again. I sigh softly and end up cracking a smile. After a few more seconds, we let go of each other. Do you want to head back to the club with me? She only shakes her head in response. I'm going to go to the bathroom to freshen myself up. I don't want to be seen like this. Just tell DTD to wait up for me, okay? Of course, Sayori. If you need anything, you have my number. Thanks, Monica. I'm sorry again for being such a dummy. Don't say that about yourself. You did great. I'm proud of you. Sayori only nods and looks down at the floor. I give her a friendly smile before returning to the club. So that's how that went down. I finished telling Natsuki and Yuri about the day Sayori confessed to me. Reliving that moment was a lot more painful than I thought. But I figured it could help me understand where I went wrong and maybe what I could do to learn from those mistakes. Sayori just wanted nothing more than for things to go back to the way they used to be. But she's not dumb. I know that she knows how difficult that can actually be. It's really hard to escape it, but she shouldn't be defined by what happened. I agree. Sayori is still Sayori, regardless of what happened. I know. I have to try my best to learn that, because she doesn't fully believe that herself. Hey guys, Sayori's alright. DTD, she asked me to tell you to stay behind a bit longer for her. Of course, in the room, or... Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back when she's comfortable. But the club meeting is technically over now. It seems she wants to be left alone with you. Alright, that's fair. I'll stick around then. You're all heading out then? Seems so. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope things turn out well for you, DTD. Same here. Bye, guys. Thanks for hearing me out. Yuri and Natsuki leave the room together. So, you heading out too? I'm not sure. I'm debating on staying or not. I probably shouldn't get in the way, though. I'd probably mess things up again. Again? I don't really recall you messing anything up in the first place. Of course, I don't know the full details, but I'm sure you two could work things out. You guys catching up says a lot. I wonder how deep this situation goes. It's weird being in the know while also being left in the dark at the same time. Right. Well, you can stay if you like. But you're the one that mentioned you probably want to be alone with me. You're absolutely right. I'd just be getting in the way. I'll let you two have your own personal time. I'll see you tomorrow. Tell Sayori I said that I'm just a phone call away if she needs me. Of course. Have a safe trip home. And just like that, I'm now alone in the silent club room. It's kind of spooky in here being all by myself. And it's making thoughts run louder in my head than they ever have before. Yuri's words. Sorry, shouldn't be disappointed by what happened. It's so obvious, and yet it really resonates with me. I guess I do have to figure out how to start believing that. I'm not sure if I even believe it myself. While I wait for Sayori, I sit myself down at a desk and mess around on my phone for a bit. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mine is DTD. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. Next, episode should be coming out relatively soon. I'm getting my brand new microphone tonight. So, not tomorrow's video, but Friday's video should be featuring my new microphone, which will greatly improve the quality, hopefully. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Remember to tell a friend about the channel, and remember to tell that friend to tell a friend about the channel. Alright, well, see you guys later. Bye!